All right, guys, so here we are picking up in the general interior walkthrough of the house. And so I'm gonna start at the front porch and just go all the way through room by room. So you can see here on the front porch, I already kind of mentioned that in the exterior walkthrough, but I'm gonna come up and approach the front door here. Now, something that's really cool is we have this nice big window in the door. Now, it does kind of let people see into your house. Maybe that's not the best, but you can also see people really easily. You don't have to deal with any peephole or anything like that. So while I'm going through this, I'm actually gonna give the main dimensions of kind of things of interest. So this front porch is 17 feet 6 inches by 4 feet 11 inches on the narrow part here. So big enough for several chairs here. You can actually see, I think I kind of mentioned this already, but there's a covered outlet down here. The outlet covers are nice, keeps water outside of the wiring. If there's a rainstorm that's blowing rain in here. There's actually another covered outlet over by the garage and another one on the back porch as well. So that's useful. So I'll kind of open the door here and then we'll go through room by room in the house. And of course there's a doorbell as well. So as soon as you go into the house, you are going to be inside the living room. Now, in this internal walkthrough here, I am actually going to go grab my laser pointer because that way I will be able to kind of point things out. It does not work so well outside because outside it's a lot brighter and so the sun kind of washes it out. But here in the internal walkthrough, I will be talking about things and gesturing to them with the pointer here. So this living room here, this is the big room of the house. So on this far wall over here, and I'll take a couple steps and go face the front door. Well, this room on this dimension to that wall over by the front door to the far wall is 19 feet. So reasonably sizable. And then from the wall over here by the bedrooms to the kitchen over here, that counter space there, or at least the edge of the counter on top is 14.5 feet. So 19 feet by 14.5 feet, certainly not small. The living room has a ceiling fan there, you can see, so that'll be nice if you have company. I'm generally not the biggest fan of ceiling fans. I kind of like fans that you plug in yourself because you can move them around and they're portable and they're also cheaper and they're less of a pain to work on, but well, I didn't get to pick. The house came with it, so it does have a ceiling fan there. You can adjust the speed as well. The other cool thing is this over here. That is actually a fireplace. So I'll come over here in just a second and grab a remote. And so you might think fireplace means like you burn logs. This is actually an electric fireplace. And so I don't know how well that shows up on video, but they kind of have this funny fake fire animation there. And so it uses resistors, like electrical resistance there to heat up the coils. And it does provide heat. Now we probably won't use this in Georgia super much because it's not super cold most of the time in Georgia, but it's kind of a nice, cool, modern touch on the house to have this electric fireplace. Let me see other stuff in the living room specifically. So, we have this nice backsplash here on the fireplace, that brick pattern that actually matches the backsplash over in the kitchen. So that's a nice design feature there. We have the nice mantle here. As to outlets, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this, but the house has outlets spaced about every 5 feet. So this is, I think, more standard in new housing construction, very convenient because you have outlets all over the place on all the walls, which means you kind of always will have a convenient outlet to plug things into. 2 windows over here on the back. I'm actually planning on setting up a big projector in this room to have people over for Bible studies and stuff, but that projector is probably going to go on this wall over here. I may even block that window over there on the door just so that it doesn't wash it out. So the windows will be behind me when I close the blinds, won't wash out the screen, and I should be able to fit it in this room. So that's one of the goals I have moving forward here. Anyway, 2 windows here in the living room, facing out onto the back porch. This right here is an Ethernet, or will be an Ethernet out. I did pay to have Ethernet run to all of the bedrooms in the house. I'll explain that in a future video here where I talk about some of the technical details, but that's what that is next to the outlet over there. So that is basically all that there is to talk here about the living room. And now I'm going to be talking about the kitchen. So the kitchen, as I mentioned with the open floor plan here, right next to the living room, it's all connected. Something I really like is that there's nothing in the way on this counter here. So this counter, I don't know how easy it is to see on the video. I'm really tall, I'm 6'5", so not real high on me, but it will be at waist height for most people, which means you can see people, you can carry conversations over the top of the counter, and the counter is also positively enormous. So I don't know how well this is coming out on video, but you could easily have 4 or 5 people working around this counter all the time. And the cool thing about it is it's open 360 degrees, so you can walk all the way around it, which means that if you're working to prepare food in the kitchen, many people can work at the same time. Oops, just bumped into the chandelier there. The other cool thing here about the kitchen is this space right here. This is probably about 3.5, 4 feet. I haven't measured it exactly, but it's easy for 2 people to pass each other in the kitchen. And this is absolutely great when you have multiple people working in the kitchen, you know, someone doing dishes, someone cooking, you get the idea. Very open plan, very easy to move around in the kitchen. I like it a lot. This space over here is the dining area. So this wall over here to here, I haven't quite decided which orientation I'll put the table. It's certainly not huge. So I have a table that will probably fit about 6 to 8 people that will go in here. And then I'll have another folding table that I'll be able to take out and put in the living room when I have company. But this is the dining area of the house. You know, it's got that nice low chandelier there. Also this nice big window. I really like having the window right next to the dining area so you can look out over the backyard as you eat. Let me see, now kitchen stuff in general. So where should I start here? Well, we'll probably start with the countertops. So the countertops here are granite. They have a nice finish, easy to clean. You can also buy like resealing products. I got an information packet from the builder when I closed, talking about how to clean them, how to kind of use this product maybe once a month to help reseal the granite surface. So you can actually put hot things on there. You shouldn't leave grease though, because it can seep into the granite. It's really hard to get out. So granite countertops, really nice. The modeled pattern here is actually favorable because it hides stains a lot better. If you have a one solid monochrome pattern, it shows stains a lot more if you leave a burn mark or if you have stained food on the countertop. Well, having this modeled granite pattern, really useful in that regard. We also have full stainless appliances here in the kitchen. So all of these are matching GE brand. I'm actually gonna get a GE refrigerator. I have it on order. The refrigerator is gonna go right here. Now, I did the measurement of the dimensions here and it'll fit just fine. So I'll have all stainless GE matching appliances here in the kitchen. The appliances are nice too. You know, like I've taken a look at them. You can find the, where are the QR codes? QR codes are somewhere. You can actually scan a QR code on the appliances, and when you do that, you can register the warranties with GE like I already mentioned. So appliances, counters, the cabinet space is also, we just have so much cabinet space here in the kitchen. So up here, have the top cabinets that'll be above the refrigerator, 2 sets of cabinets on either side of the stove, 4 drawers there, 2 sets of cabinets on top of the counters here, cabinets above the microwave. Also, come looking at the middle island over here, we have another 4 sets of cabinets and another 3 drawers, and actually this one orphan cabinet over here next to the dishwasher. So just lots and lots of cabinet space and drawer space. That kind of brings me as well to the pantry, which is right here. Now the pantry is not quite a walk-in pantry, but it's still very large. So this is bigger than what I have access to in my apartment. And so, you know, it will be able to fit pots and stuff up here. That's a pretty big shelf, and, you know, all their canned food and whatever down here, and maybe cleaning supplies and that sort of thing, paper towels at the bottom there. So I guess one other cool thing about the doors and the cabinets is you actually can't slam them. Not that you really would want to, but if you try to, it catches and then lowers them in. I don't know, I did this for a couple minutes because I thought it was really cool when I did it. Slam-proof drawers, slam-proof cabinets as well. They'll catch themselves and then automatically close, which is really neat. And you know, it's just high quality finishes all the way through. You know, these are wood, so they're painted nice and gray on the outside. They go well with the cool color tones throughout the rest of the house. So the kind of bluish color on the paint, I'll do that when I talk about some of the interior finishes here, but you can see the paint here and then the backsplash and the gray cabinets and the granite countertops, they all go well together and complement each other along with the stainless steel appliances. I really like how the kitchen turned out here. I guess backsplash here, this is water resist or waterproof basically. It's got a sealant finish on it. I do like that it's matte, it's not shiny. I think it gives it a nice contrast with the counters here. So I think that's most of the kitchen stuff here. So right next to the kitchen, you can see we have the back porch. This door right here, I like that it's a floor to ceiling glass door. It gives you a nice view on the porch. This thing, again, the engineer in me thought this was so cool. So you might see this slider over here on the right. And right now you can see that there's kind of blinds up at the top right there. Those are blinds. Now when you move this slider up, the blinds actually come down. And so you move it all the way up, then you have blinds on the window. Now, if you want to seal the blinds, I don't know how well this comes out on the video, but you can kind of move the slider just there. So if you want the blinds, but you want to be able to see through it, you can do that. If you want to close the blinds, you can do that. And then to roll up all of the blinds, you just push the slider down and up they come. My builder did tell me if I'm gonna break any one thing in the house, don't break that, because it's all inside the door, and they said it's really hard to deal with, but it is quite a cool engineering design touch here. So right next to the dining room is this back porch here. Now I will go out on the back porch and talk about a couple things here. Now the back porch dimensions here are 13.5 feet by 5.5, or 5 feet 2 inches. So not huge. You can kind of see the view here outside of the screen door. Once we have grass in the backyard and if we put up a fence or whatever, you'll have this nice view over the backyard. But this right here, I don't know if that laser pointer shows up here outside, but this is the kind of back of that fake fireplace thing. You know, it's kind of a shelf. I honestly don't know why it protrudes so much. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever. You know, the back porch is still plenty big enough to put, I'm planning on putting probably 4 chairs out here maybe. So you can sit out here with company, have a nice chat while enjoying the weather without getting eaten alive by bugs. So the screen enclosure here, this was an upgrade that I paid for. I think it's 100% worth it just to be able to enjoy the outside experience here without having to worry about bugs or other things getting inside the enclosure. We also have over here the outlet. These are the covered outlets that I was talking about before that have the rain covers here so that you don't have to worry about water ingress to the electrical system. So really, really happy with how the back porch turned out here. I actually didn't pay for a concrete grilling pad. If I get a grill, I'll probably just have it on the outside in the back without trying to necessarily keep it close to the house. That keeps some of the smoke and the fumes off the house as well. So this is the back porch. I do like that it's right next to the kitchen too. Makes it really easy to kind of carry food outside too if you want to eat outside. That's one of the other things that I like about its location. So this is the back porch, what the view looks like here on the back porch. So I will now go back inside. Now we're going to start talking about some of the bedroom specific things here. So the next thing, whoops, I'm going to get that door to latch there. Next thing I'm going to talk about actually is this closet right here. So this closet is actually the coat closet. You can see it's pretty narrow. And so if I open it and take a couple steps back, you see we've got the row there for the hangers, you know, put one lever of hangers in there, and you see that box right there? That is where all of the internet in the house is going to terminate to. So I'm not actually going to cover that right now. I will cover it later, but just keep that in the back of your head. That's where all of the internet in the house goes. All the Ethernet runs that I mentioned, so the Ethernet port there in the living room, Ethernet ports in the bedrooms, they all terminate there. So that's where I'll set up my router and my modem, actually. So this is the coat closet. You know, it's where we'll probably have our winter coats and our gloves and things like that. And this hallway right here is where the 2 main bedrooms that aren't the master are. So they're kind of mirrors of each other. This right here is the one not towards the front of the house, but towards the rear of the house. And these bedrooms, these 2 here, are 12 feet by right around 11 feet 7 inches. One of them's 11 feet 7, one of them's 11 feet 8 inches. So these are reasonably sizable. I think you could fit a queen bed in here and still have enough space for a desk and a TV and things like that. And these bedrooms, all the bedrooms, like I mentioned, have these nice big windows. And I like that. I really like being able to have that view outside, have all that natural light inside the bedrooms. As to the closets are pretty big. I guess I don't have too many data points to go off of, but certainly bigger than the one I had when I was growing up. So the closets are all greater than 2 feet in depth. They kind of vary across the 3 non-master bedrooms. I'll go see the other 2 bedrooms in a second here. But greater than 2 feet, like 2 feet 6 inches, 2 feet 4 inches, something like that in depth. And they're greater than 6 foot 3 inches in width. And so pretty sizable closets, you know, not absolutely massive, but also not super small. So each of the bedrooms has this nice big closet here as well. So this is, like I said, this is the bedroom towards the rear of the house. The bedroom towards the front of the house actually has 2 windows. And so as you'll see over here, the windows are just huge. Now I really, really like it. Like I said, lots of openness, lots of space. Here's this other closet. This is the other bedroom towards the front of the house. These 2 bedrooms, like I mentioned, kind of mirrors of each other. And then the 3rd bedroom, that's not the master, is a little bit smaller. So this one is a bit smaller than those 2. These 2 are off this hallway. There's the non-master bathroom. I'll talk about that in a second. But off of that hallway here, so there's the coat closet with the internet that I just mentioned, rear bedroom, front bedroom. Off of this hallway, that's where those 2 bedrooms are. And then it's actually right next to the front door that we have the 3rd bedroom. And so coming in here, this 3rd bedroom here is the smallest of the 3. You can see this closet, the dimension here takes up a couple feet, kind of intrudes, so the living room wall is level and flush there. Same sort of, the closet's about the same size as the other ones. I have shelves up on top in the closet too. I suppose I just didn't mention that. But this bedroom is only about 11 feet by 11 feet 10 inches. So this is the smallest bedroom of the 3 in the house. For that reason, it'll probably end up as the guest bedroom eventually, especially if I stick a queen bed in here. Won't seem quite so big anymore, but you know, certainly not tiny either. And that's really what I was going for. We have 3 fully usable, sizable enough bedrooms to be used, you know, for someone to live there full time. Okay, so now we've talked about the bedrooms. Also, like I mentioned, all the rooms have Ethernet. I will talk about this when I get to the technical section here, but you can just note that all of the rooms do have them, along with all the outlets everywhere that I mentioned that, you know, kind of will make it really convenient to push things in. I should mention, actually, while I'm at it, that all of these bedrooms individually lock. Doesn't mean a great deal to me, you know, having a family house, but you know, it's nice, I suppose. There's also door stops on all the doors, as is normal. So those are the bedrooms. Now I'm going to talk about the non-master bathroom. And so this bathroom here is the bathroom that's not the master. I'll kind of get a view of it here from outside in the hallway and kind of angle it in, and then I'll go in and close the door in just a second here. So this bathroom here has the shower. It's the combined bathtub and shower here, kind of an efficient space design. It's got this nice big shower head. I don't know, you can see it's super broad. I need to get one of those pressure fit shower rods to stretch across from this side of the wall to that side of the wall over there. But nice shelves in the shower. You know, the drain can plug. You can use it as a bathtub. Let me see, let me come inside the bathroom here and close the door actually. So this is kind of what it looks like more from inside the bathroom. We've got a towel ring here for the hand towel. Then on the wall opposite the toilet, we have the towel bar. And then there's a toilet paper holder as well. You know, those are the nice kind of nickel plated finishes there. The bathrooms here have marble countertops. So this is nice white marble. Same cabinets actually as in the kitchen, same color. And you can see the color scheme here. I really like how it turned out. We have the same paint color throughout the entire house, this nice kind of stone grayish blue. I really like how it contrasts with the marble countertops and the cabinet color and even the mirror color here. Really nice. They all go together well, also with the porcelain of the fiberglass shower and the porcelain toilet. So this is the non-master bathroom. We have 1 sink, 2 cabinets here, the mirror, and then the toilet and the shower. Definitely on the smaller side, but that's okay. You know, it does what it needs to do. This is the only room in the house that doesn't have a window too. I think I mentioned that. Now, the other cool thing is that this bathroom has a really, really large closet in there. And this is probably where I'll end up storing things like shampoo and conditioner and cleaning supplies and medicine, you know, like Band-Aids, gauze, that sort of things. Medicine closet here in this shared bathroom here between those 2 bedrooms. So this is the shared bathroom. It's also got, you know, the normal vent. I think it's there, right there. You know, it sucks some of that humidity out after you take a shower. So this is the shared bathroom split between the 3 bedrooms that aren't in the master. Now the other bathroom we have is the master bathroom. So I'm going to go start talking about the master bedroom, master bathroom here. And the master bedroom is actually on the opposite side of the house. So over here, here's that hallway that those 2 bedrooms off of. On this wall here in the living room, that's where the other smaller bedroom is. And over here on the other side of the house, so back behind the kitchen, back behind this wall here in the kitchen, this is where the master is. So it's on the other side of the house. I like that. That's a nice touch. Kind of keeps it separate. So the master bedroom, of course, is larger. The master bedroom dimensions here are about 13.5 feet by 16 feet. So, you know, not super small, especially given the fact that I'm planning on putting a king bed in here eventually. And so once I do that, I'll probably be on that wall, but that will take up quite a bit more space in the room. But one of the reasons why I like having a larger master bedroom here is I'm planning on using the master bedroom as the office. So I don't have, you know, lots of spare rooms, but I like the idea of efficiency as well. So reusing the same bedroom for a different purpose. So eventually I'll have my standing desk in here with my 65-inch TV that I use as a computer monitor, and that will be in here so I can close the door and I can work productively even if there's people out there in the living room or the bedrooms making noise or whatever. Well, I can hold myself up here and use the master bedroom as an office. So that's kind of something that the larger bedroom gives you. I mean, it's super normal for master bedrooms to be larger than normal bedrooms as well. But so 16 feet by 13.5. Now, master bedroom also has 2 windows spaced on the two sides here. Again, really like the windows in the house, like the open plan. You can also see that there's kind of a single tray ceiling here. It's not vaulted. I don't really care too much, but I suppose aesthetically it kind of opens up the room a little more, makes it feel a little bit bigger. Also have the ceiling fan, like I mentioned. Not a huge fan of ceiling fans in general, but I guess it's there, so that's nice. Let me see what else. I suppose I can mention the smoke detectors. It's not really something to be too concerned about. They work exactly how smoke detectors normally do. So that's the bedroom. Not too much different from the other bedrooms, just a little bit bigger. Now we'll talk about the master bathroom. And of course, this is nicer than the shared bathroom, a lot bigger here. So here's kind of what the view outside of the doorway looks like. So straight shot from here, that room there is closed and has the toilet in it. That's actually pretty nice kind of from a usability perspective. If you have the toilet in a separate room, it's more convenient for a shared bathroom when you're living together. So with a spouse, for example, someone can go to the bathroom while the other person's brushing their teeth or taking a shower. You get the idea. Just general, more clean usability for day-to-day use. So master bathroom, of course, a lot bigger here. Coming in, we have, oh, you'll see me in the mirror, hello. We have two sinks here on the vanity for the master bathroom. Also the same marble finish, same finishes as in the other bathroom. So a lot more cabinet space though. So two cabinets under each sink, and then this nice column of drawers there. Two mirrors as well. So mirror one, mirror two. Rings for the towels here. Eventually, like I mentioned, there will be a towel bar on that wall. They just haven't gotten to it yet. Builder here with supply chain issues, I guess. So if I close this door, you'll see this is what the bathroom looks like kind of coming from the other side. So that's the door to enter the bathroom here. Well, we have this nice big bathtub. I'm actually not a fan of bathtubs that take up like the entire room. I think this is a good size, nice and large, but also you won't like waste tons of water when you fill it. I did pay to get this nice tile around the bathtub rather than having the drywall extend there. This will make it more waterproof, kind of meshes seamlessly with the porcelain finish of the bathtub there. I also really like that this is where the window is. It's frosted glass. That's pretty normal for bathrooms for privacy. I think it turned out really well. And again, the tile, same as the tile on the floor, nice design touch, goes well with the paint color, goes well with the white finishes and the marble and the mirrors and everything else in the bathroom. So this is the general layout of the master bathroom. I also have a standing shower here. Now I did pay for one of the upgrades. I have the nice glass door on the shower rather than having a shower curtain, just a little bit more upscale for the master bath here. Will be better for resale as well if I ever decide I want to sell the house. The shower door is really cool. It's got magnets here on it, so let's see if you can hear that on the video, but boom, it catches, right? Pretty strong magnets actually. Now in the back of the shower here, we have this kind of interesting pattern. The home builder was telling me that they've had a lot of interesting supply chain things given the COVID pandemic here, and not quite the shower that was in the model house. I don't mind, it's got these shelves on both sides, plenty of space for shampoo, conditioner, body wash, whatever else you use in the shower there. Nice standing shower. This is fiberglass. I could have paid to get the same tile materials here. I didn't really want to clean it though. That's the thing. Not only was the tile a couple $1,000s more expensive, it's also harder to clean. So keeping the bathrooms clean is obviously a high priority, and so I didn't really see the point in that, so I didn't pay for that, but I did get the nice glass shower door here rather than having a curtain rod like is in the other bathroom. So I think I'll go peek side here. This is the toilet room. Like I said, kind of claustrophobic if you close the door, but well, you probably won't be spending tons of time in here. Toilet paper holder, light switch. There is also the vent fan here. If you want to keep the bathroom aerated, that's actually where the vent is in the bathroom. And there's a vent, I don't know if you can see that, there's a vent here as well. The last thing in the master area that I'm gonna talk about is the closet. And so we've hit the master bedroom's out here, the master bathroom, kind of a strange design choice in my opinion. I don't hate it, but the closet's actually connected to the master bathroom. So you go through the bathroom to get to the closet. I would strongly dislike this if the toilet wasn't closed off, but the toilet is closed off, so I think it's fine. Closet here, connected to the master bedroom, and this closet is positively enormous. So actually the closet here has dimensions of about 7.5 feet by 7 feet 2 inches. So 7.5 feet obviously on the wider here. And so you could actually fit a full twin bed in here. Now there is kind of I can see how you could make an argument that having kind of a his and hers closet, so one for the husband, one for the wife. Kind of makes sense. You know, people can keep their stuff separate, but having one big room like this, I think gives you more utility. So again, you could put a bed or at least a sleeping bag or whatever in here if you have people over and everyone's already sleeping on the couches and in the guest bedroom and in the other bedrooms too. Well, you can actually have another person sleep in here, and then you can actually just close the door because it's a normal room like any other. Now, kind of strange to have them in the bathroom, I suppose, but the shelf space in here is also enormous. So we have this bottom shelf, and you see the bar across the bottom here. You can actually hang one level of clothes here. Then we have a bar running across the top as well. You can hang an entire another level of clothes, like almost 360 degrees in the room here, and 2 shelves on the bottom and the top as well. So lots and lots of organization space. I really like how the organization came out in this room. Of course, has its own separate light as well. But as I was saying, just having the really big room here, I think kind of gives you more utility than 2 smaller closets, even if the 2 closets are close to each other. So I do actually like having one big closet here because you have more floor space. One of the other things that I was thinking about, if you ever end up having lots of kids, you could also potentially put a crib in here. And that's beneficial because it's really close to the master. You can hear the baby's cries, things like that. And that's something that you can't do if you don't have so much space. So those are my general thoughts here on the master closet. Very large, easily able to, well, actually, I guess I'm not a woman, so I don't probably have quite so many clothes, but my clothes are gonna fit in like this shelf alone, man. You know, my closet, my apartment's pretty small, and so I'm gonna have like the clothes here, and then everything else in the room will be open. But I'm sure married couples, you know, will tend to have more clothes, but you know, I think it will easily fit clothes for most people, the couple over. So all of this now, I'm going to go look at the laundry room next. So we've talked about the living room and the kitchen and the bedrooms and the non-master bathroom and the master bathroom and the master closet. Well, now we're going to talk about the laundry room. And so the laundry room this is the kitchen over here. The laundry room is in a hallway directly off the kitchen, and that door at the end of this hallway, that's actually the garage. This is a super normal configuration. Most houses have the laundry room coming off of the garage. Very, very typical. So the laundry room here, pretty normal. You have these doors, you know, you have the handle on the door there that you pull, you get the door to reset. So there's a hookup over here. There's the water for the washer. There's the dryer vent here and the, you know, 3-phase power. And there are ground fault interrupts as well. There's one in the master as well. So anything where you have water, you typically want the ground fault interrupt, just in case that current spikes there. Also a shelf across the top on the laundry. This is super useful. This is probably where the towels and sheets and stuff will end up because I don't actually have a separate linen closet. It'd be great if the house had one more closet, but they can probably live here along with laundry detergent and things like that. So not too much to say. Laundry room actually has tile. You'll see this is the vinyl plank here. This is the tile. You know, a pretty nice overlap there. I'll talk more about this when I talk about the internal materials of the house. But this is the laundry room. And with this, we're getting real close. So last thing to talk about, I'm on our way out here from the house. So we've hit the other things here. I'm gonna go talk about the front porch real brief. So we talked about the back porch, but we've hit everything here except the front porch and the garage. So these will be the last 2 things on our list. Opening up the door outside here. Front porch has that thing, like I mentioned, and I know I did kind of start on the front porch, but one thing I wanted to mention as well was that when you're looking out from the front porch, I actually have kind of a cool view of this street coming down. So I kind of live at the end of a street, and you can see I have this 3-way, I don't know, intersection, I guess is the right word. But I really, really like the view actually. And this is really why I'm coming back out, because I kind of already talked about front porch stuff. But looking out from here, I kind of get this kind of down the street perspective with the other street views. And eventually, like I mentioned, over there, over where currently there's just trees and stuff, there will be another road that continues on that way. So I kind of like being in this junction sort of thing. It's really what I wanted to convey here. So I already talked about the doorbell and the window on the door and the outlet box, but I just wanted to mention the perspective there because I forgot to do that when I was going through before. So last thing that I'm going to talk about here is going to be the garage. And so the garage is actually pretty big. I'm coming in through the door here. The garage dimensions, it's about 22 feet 1 inches by 22 feet 3 inches. And so full 2-car garage, probably not actually going to stick cars in the garage. You see the garbage can actually came from the utilities company here. And so with that, I'll put the trash out. I think it's on Tuesdays, pretty sure. Let me go sit down my light and my notes there on my phone. So this is what the garage looks like. I'll talk about the breaker box and other things when I go through the technical bits, but something I really like about the garage is the fact that it has these windows. And so the windows here mean that you'll have natural light in the garage. It won't feel quite so cramped and stuff if you have the garage door closed. So eventually I'm thinking about putting kind of home gym equipment here, so like a power rack and weights and stuff. If I want to work out in my garage, that's not atypical. Probably also a workbench. And I'll store a lawnmower in here along with a trash can. And so this is the garage. It's got normal, one of the garage door openers, pretty typical. I'm also going to pull down the attic. I won't actually quite climb up. I will when I do the technical breakdown of the house, but has one of those drop down ladders here. Pretty normal for garages, but a nice wooden pattern here. And up there at the top, well, that's where the attic is. That's where the air handler and the blower is for the HVAC system and the water heater. But this is going to conclude the general interior walkthrough of the house. So we've terminated here at the 22 foot by 22 foot garage. I'll probably also store stuff in the garage, but connects to the house nicely. You can also close the garage door. I guess I'll show what that looks like. So you press the button and then the garage door closes, completely automatically. That's pretty normal. Actually, you see here, this cable cache right here, red cable, well, this is actually the emergency latch. And so you can actually pull this when the garage door is latched. If for whatever reason the electronic mechanism breaks, you can actually pull the door down yourself as well. So pretty nice system, pretty slick on the sliders there. But this is what the lighting in the garage, hopefully my ISO isn't too low here, or sorry, too high, so it'll be all grainy. But you can see even with the garage door closed, we still have a fair bit of light in the garage. And I really like that. I really like the window placement. So that's going to conclude the main walkthrough of the house here. And the next thing I'll do is go talk about some of the internal materials and finishes.